Hello everyone, this is Miko Hunter and we're continuing the grand finals with MiX versus Bluey. Looks like MiX did ban Kadaf. So it's gonna be Serafina versus Hayden. MiX forced to go on Hayden. Looks like Bluey banned what was that character that mixes banned Caitlyn. They want to deal with Caitlyn and her wormholes. And going with Serafina. Serafina's interesting here. I mean Serafina has poor range. Um, okay stats. The main thing is that um, she has really nasty drives with silver. Um, Hollow is really strong, can do a lot of damage. Um, and she also has projections where her whole gimmick is projections where um, at end of every beat, or rather projection X. When does this happen? Yeah, end of beat. Okay, so end of every beat she places projection somewhere on a space on the specified range, and then as an anti she can teleport to it. So she can tread in like two different ranges. And so that's kind of interesting against Hayden, where Hayden has a lot of range and option selects. Um, but I mean, she does have to be careful about playing stuff that has, well, I think, yeah, Hayden probably has no problem dealing with projections, and honestly. I mean, she has minimum range stuff, but the thing is, she has so much option select movements. It depends on her counters, though, because Hayden has Fury and Control counters, so depending on what Fury control she has, what options are available to her. But overall, just a really strong option selects this character has. Pretty similar power levels, pretty similar priorities actually. So we might see some clashing here. Definitely clashes can happen. Projection starts off the board, uh, beat one. So I think that's what Seraphina's kind of her weakest. Sort of similar to Kadaf without Wormhole, where Kadaf Wormhole starts off the, I mean Gate Marker. I'm mixing up Caitlyn. Yeah, Kadaf starts with his Gate Marker off the board, beat one. So he has to set it up to get it going. The interesting thing is also is that fast drives can be pretty scary for Seraphina, as Seraphina against, uh, I mean, sorry, fast drives against Hayden seem pretty good as well because um, the only slow guardy style she has is her orange, which I forgot the name of, but yeah, the rest are like middling plus one priority basically. Um, Her yellow style is interesting. It can be either plus four power or plus four prio depending on the situation, depending on her counters. All right, so it looks like switch potential is in discard one, makes sense. Potential is pretty mediocre stat-wise, but it helps you adjust your free and control if you need it. Also, having like extra range base is decent. Telestatic strike, yeah, makes sense. Um, Hit range one to two. Yeah, she usually will be trending stuff here that's telestatic's not really important, but it's high payoff plus one power. It's pretty significant. But she has blue to trend with if she wants to do something hard hitting and fast. Hayden electing to start with tree control. Um, so yellow gets plus four priority. Um, she gets a lot of close one. She gets a lot of hit confirm on her orange. And she also has star beat. retreat 1 on her green. Uh, tree, tree control or tree fury. I'm not sure which one's better to start out with. Probably tree control, just to give you more tree control. Basically, control means you get more power. I mean, more range and flexibility and priority. And red is basically giving you more like close effects and more um, plus power. Okay, so locust field and switch shot. That makes sense. Field's not really literally doing nothing to start, so it's pretty easy. Locust as well doesn't really gain anything. So this is really easy discard too. Giving up shots, I think, is interesting. Okay. Silver, Grasp. Ah. So Telekinetic Grasp is a pretty classic opener for Hayden. Because it's 1 to 3. I mean, it's 2 to 4, 3 6. Can't really go wrong with that. But Seraphina clashing it with Silver. Okay. So this is going to be tough for Hayden. She'd probably force Hayden to try and dodge if he doesn't want to get hit. Okay. Successfully dodge here. But having to burn telekinetic is sad because telekinetic is so good. Um, Seraphina could have clashed this with her own dodge or strike, and that would have been bad. That would have basically screwed over Hayden, I think, if she managed to successfully clash dodge. But at the same time, if Seraphina played Silver Strike, it would have made telekinetic burst very good. So the Silver Drive basically forces Hayden to dodge past her to avoid it. And then she can set a projection behind her. And starts on melee, and she's melee now against Hayden, which is really good. With dodge down, stuck in the corner. I mean, again, like we mentioned, Hayden only has her only slow counter hitting style is orange. But she does have the threat of just +4 pry out of nowhere. So Seraphina could do something tricky like teleport and then do Hollow Grasp. Hollow Grasp would look very appealing here because it's 5 prio +2 power ignore armor. MiX played that one fast though. Maybe he's doing something like Yellow Drive, maybe? That would just cleanly win against Hollow Grasp. It's like a fast slow mix up again. It happens a lot in Battlecon. Just a fast slow mix up. Can Seraphina do burst shenanigans if she teleports? Not really. Oh, yeah, she does have the threat of avoid attacks at range 1. That's also very relevant too. She has auto dodge. Ooh, prio. Implosion burst. Ah. Okay. Okay, implosion burst very safe against her drive plays if she wanted to play around implosion. I got you. Pretty good what did Bluey anti something? Oh, Bluey anti for +2 guard earlier. Okay. Okay, I see. So even force and made MiX burn 2 prio. And again, Seraphina's on melee. Pretty good. Um, she is happy with this. Has to worry about +4 prio randomly. But you know. Calisthenic drive. Interesting. I guess MiX. I guess since we had one force that turn, the plus two prio was uncontestable, so that makes sense. Oh, and it gets the full effect of telestatic if it hit too, so that's pretty good. Forcing Seraphina to discard a style and giving her extra rage if she needs it to dodge implosion. So MiX played this one pretty fast too. Blue and red are down. Could just be playing a green strike. Green strike seems pretty solid here and has the starter beat um has the full option select. Well, it does have to retreat one, but as the advance three. So green strike seems pretty good. Um, Orange seems fine, but there's the threat of hollow. Pass, pass. Oh, greed. Oh, it's a clash. First top potential. That's interesting. Clash out tactical strike. Hmm. Why do you play potential? Is it just to clash? This is really interesting. Is it to clash out strike plays for Seraphina? I mean, Seraphina has a bunch of. Hmm. I guess hollow. I guess versatile potential allows goes slower than hollow. I mean, not go slower. I mean, the point is that she can use it to dodge hollow grass when she teleports. Okay, tactical dodge. Yep, clashed out. Huh? MiX did some RNG. Okay, he wasn't happy of it. Okay, what are the bases left? Tactical grass still on the table. First top burst is an option. Tactical strike. I mean shot. Okay, yeah. Just as just go retreat safely. Um, okay. Burst also works. Yeah, because the star beat retreat. Tactical grass wasn't really beating anything, was it? Yeah, tactical grass is pretty much losing. Um, she had to play like tactical shot. Yeah, okay, I see. Tactical shot. The only way she could hit it was with tactical shot, but the pair mixed blade basically clash with that. So mixed strikes first blood, but has stuck with five fury, which is not ideal. Okay, I see. Probably want to play versatile control so that you know it's a bit slow. Like it's only like four prio, so there's like a little bit of risk there. It's probably fine because then at a beat after he spends for the versatile's effect that he can basically change up his tokens to make it more balanced. But now he's stuck with 5 Fury, which limits a lot of things, I think. Um, he can't do any. Oh, blue is still good. Um, but he doesn't get any close from his orange. He doesn't get any pull. He doesn't get any. Yeah, he doesn't get any pull from blue. Um, and red also has no range. So basically, oh, red's in discard. So it's not the biggest deal, but having 5 Fury right now limits some of his options. I think it turns off orange, which is a pretty big deal because you can't actually close at all. You can't close at all, and shot and drive is down. You could do something like yellow dodge, maybe. You could just like, he doesn't plan on hitting with it, just to flip 3 Fury back to control. But that's clashable. This protection here doesn't do a whole lot to affect the range, but she can like take quarter to prevent Hayden from dodging if she wants to. Well, I mean, Hayden can retreat 3, and Seraphina doesn't have much range at all. Yeah, Hollow being her only range style is a pretty big deal. Though at least red gives her before advance 1 or 2, which is effective range. Maybe she can teleport to projection, then play red drive, hit full board. Hit almost full board. Yeah, because it gives her before advance 2, before advance 2. It'll just work and she can't dodge it. So that's an interesting option there. Okay, we might see silver drive here. Then MiX make the read though. You can punish her actually pretty heavily if you played orange strike or something. Not even orange strike, just yeah, Seraphina is forced to basically drive into that, and that could be really bad. Maybe yeah, Seraphina can see before advance 1, before advance 2, okay, and dodge it if need be. Ooh, silver shots. Actually, oh. Oh no, that's terrible. Okay, because silver has before advance 1 or 2. MiX just made the read. Oh god, it's gonna be so much damage. Doesn't even have the safety of drive where she can advance 1 and then advance 2 to basically avoid it. Yeah, MiX basically anticipated the silver projection play perfectly with this pair. Latent strike, yeah. It has no hit confirm whatsoever, but MiX knew knew that Bluey was gonna do that, and it's gonna be oh my god, 8 power, 7 power. Wait, 3 plus 5. Does she have any armor? No. Should be 8 power, right? Was that 8 power? Okay. Okay, yeah, that's right. Yeah, red had 17. Okay. Yeah, yeah. Math. Oh, what a blowout beat. What a blowout beat. I mean, oof, these games are brutal. I mean, like it's I mean, it seems like pretty well, like evenly matched, and then um one big sometimes it only takes us one big beat in Battlecon just turn things around completely. And that was one of them. Like Latent was one of the swingiest cards with 5 control Fury. And I mean, Bluey should have. I mean, if Blue, I mean, Bluey's play made sense. Like Silver Shot, Silver Strike, teleporting the corner is like so free, like it's gonna hit. But against Latent, like Latent's such a big punish. It's crazy. And I mean, if Seraphina played Silver Drive to avoid hitting Latent, um, then she loses both Silver and Drive, which is like not ideal either. So basically, she had to kind of she had to anticipate this play coming and just play anything like actually a lot of pairs work against this, right? Latent Strike, his no hit confirm because he had no control. MiX just swung for the fence. He basically just swung a big haymaker and it worked because he he basically predicted the silver teleport to the corner play, which I mean was very good for Seraphina. I mean a good play for Seraphina to be fair. So yeah, I mean props to MiX. I'm glad I managed to figure out this pair though. Like as the big punish. Like I knew that maybe because I fought Hayden a few times. I mean, not just against Mix's Hayden, but I played against Marco's Hayden a couple of times. Like I've read Leighton and just like, damn, the deltas of this card can be really disgusting. But um, the delta is less disgusting if you have control. Oof, brutal turn. I mean, and Bluey had to burn Prio on that too to be sure. How do you come back from this? It's just like the guard game where you have to ask yourself, how am I gonna come back? You have to win some beats clean. And I mean, when you're forced to do that kind of uphill battle, it's hard, I think. Because what I've noticed is that like the more you're behind, I mean, from what my personal experience is that the more you're behind, the more risk you sort of want to take to get back in the game. And then the opponent can exploit um, the risk that you take. Like you play on safe stuff with high power, and they can punish you pretty accordingly. Um, so if you're behind, sometimes you have to just continue to play solid and play pokey, um, good pairs, and just crawl your way back. Because if you try to go for some big payout, sometimes they're just not gonna work if the opponent plays around it. So that's the tough part about some making some comebacks at Battlecon. It's like a can be an uphill climb. Even with I guess I mean the 7 life or less, getting 2 force per beat helps quite a bit. But when it's a big life deficit, it's hard. It's tough. She does have this card though. That card is pretty cute. But I like the stat line a lot. Only works at one range. Problem is Hayden has enough. I mean, she only has 1 star beat, but it's enough to avoid it, I think. Tough game. Okay. Pass, pass. Locust Drive, I guess was to clash something. It's only 3 prio. Doesn't really have any of the effects. Um, so just look at the NLP projection. Reckless Drive makes sense. I mean, I didn't really put much thought into figuring out what the players would play this beat, honestly. But Reckless Drive, I mean, 8 prio drive, reshapes her tokens. Um, doesn't care if she takes a bad trade. Um, it's pretty much guaranteed. Unless Serafina dodges. But if you're forced to dodge, then that's tough because then you're down dodge and then Hayden has a balanced Fury control pool again. I mean, what can I say? MiX is really good on Hayden, I think. Like, I mean, he's good at Battlecon, right? But his Hayden is really impressive, honestly. Like, I played against his Hayden and it was not really close either. I think I forget how much life I ended up with. How much life he ended up with, like maybe 13 or something. Like, comfortable lead. If you pilot Hayden correctly, you can just dance around the opponents and you have enough stuff in the toolbox to basically win beats clean. Like, latent existing is so huge. And then Reckless becomes such a stat stick. But hey, I mean, Seraphina's 7 or less life now. She gets a lot of force. A lot of force to play with. And Seraphina's good at manipulating force. So, come back? Question mark. Latent's down. Hayden does have dodge though, so can just oh oh yeah, okay. Bluey hasn't set his pair yet. Okay, now he does. Hayden could dodge to a corner maybe. Push dodge. Oh, it's a clash. Okay, but implosion. Okay, implosion field makes sense. Wait, does it make sense? No, it's just it would just to beat the dodge play. It would just a purposeful clash. Wow. I mean, you need plays like that to come back, right? Implosion field doesn't hit at all, but he really needed that. And I guess it beats burst as well. Interesting. Implosion field dodges or beats burst. That's actually clever. Oh god, MiX using RNG to decide uh which base he's gonna play. I mean, MiX shouldn't be too worried. He's up so much life. And Implosion's only -1 power. Alright, let's see it. Oh, he played burst, man. That's so rough. I mean, what can it? I mean, shot and driver down. Shot and driver down. What's Seraphi's answer to switch burst? Does she have any answer to that? Am I stupid? Shot, drive, and field were down. I guess it's just yeah. I mean, I think burst was pretty safe there, right? I'll have to ask after the game. I think maybe I'm missing something. But I guess switch burst did look free to me, and it didn't really look clashable. Rough game, man. But it's okay. Copium. Comeback is comeback starts now. Magic Pixel. Just have to land one of these suckers. Fulminating Vortex. Just land one of these suckers. Holograss time? Let's go. No. Problem playing the problem with playing Hollow is that you have to contest with Hayden's I was looking at it. Hayden's blue. And that's just the stats on that are just cracked. Basically, if you want to do Hollow Grasp, I got Blue Grasp, which is just faster and better. Okay, what's this? Versatile Strike versus Tactical Burst. Oh, and that is game over. That is game over. Yeah, hard ass to come back on this game for sure. Had to at least win that implosion turn, but oof. MiX too good, man. MiX too good. GG's. Good games. Well, very clinical, Hayden. The Warlock game was more contested and also more risky for the Warlock. I mean, a lot of mix-up situations, but MiX navigated it. Just well played. Well played all around, showing why he's one of the best, if not the best right now. So, good games, and thanks for watching, everyone. Well played.